Hi guys, I am Chloe. You might have seen me on Instagram on the Goddess Nutrition page. I just want to thank everyone for their questions. So I want to start by answering question number 1. Just before I start, I'm really sorry I haven't even showered after training legs because I've got cardio later, so I thought, why not? Anyway, question number 1 from Powerlifting Pixie. When did you first decide to compete in body fitness? I became a personal trainer a year ago. I decided I needed a focus, and someone at the studio that I was working at the time said, Chloe, you should compete, your physique is strong, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not sure I can do this. Anyway, they put me to their coach. I went and met him, and then the rest is history, really. And I did my first competition last September, and then went to the finals in October where I placed top 10. And that's in the body fitness category for UK BFF. What's your best advice to reduce bloating / excess water? Well, make sure you're drinking enough water. Might sound crazy, but if you're not drinking enough water, your body's going to hold on to the water that you have consumed in order to survive. It's kind of a survival technique. But as girls, we go through hormonal stages, and especially through the menstrual cycle, you will hold on to more water. It's good to look at supplementation that you can have to reduce that, so dandelion root, and also look at the type of contraception that you're on, because that can also affect the excess water that you're holding as well. Question number 3, what's your best advice to burn away the belly fat? There's no magical recipe or exercise. But as girls, we tend to hold our body fat around our hips and thighs and our stomach. That's kind of a natural thing for a woman's body to do, because of when you have a baby and stuff, it's your body kind of protecting its organs and protecting the baby. So that's a kind of natural place to hold body fat, is generally our stomach and our thighs. But the best advice to burn it away, clean diet. Are you consuming too much sugar? It's kind of individual as well, but I would just say keeping on a clean diet, training hard, making sure that you're not overeating as well, and also not undereating, so you've got a good amount of calories going in. Don't get into the habit of just doing 100 sit-ups a night, 100 crunches, because that doesn't work at the end of the day. And I believe abs are made in the kitchen, because I don't train abs personally, but if I eat crap food and I don't train hard, my abs will disappear. But as soon as I clean my diet up, they're back in, booming. Advice on stubborn thigh fat. Again, like I've just mentioned, girls will tend to hold weight on their legs or the glutes and around the tummy area. I personally struggle with holding fat on my legs. That's the last place the fat goes before I compete. My upper body will shred first, and then my legs will be the last to go. But I've learned to kind of accept that a bit in off season. But if you're training your legs, make sure you're hitting all the muscles in your legs. You're not sticking to the same routine. You're changing up your rep range. You're keeping the intensity high. You're keeping the frequency high. You're lifting heavy. Seriously, I cannot stress how much lifting heavy will help the shape of your legs. And make sure that your rest periods are on point too. They're not too long or not too short. Again, also cleaning up your diet will help with thigh fat as well. What are your long-term goals for your fitness career? I have lots. Probably to be really successful in my competing. I'd love to come top 3 at the British finals. That's my ultimate dream. And then to become a really successful personal trainer and coach, and to be renowned for it as well. Fitness industry is an ongoing thing. It takes a while to get up to the top, but there's loads of stepping stones along the way. Best tip on reducing that stubborn belly fat. Upper body is leaning out nicely, but that darn pouch hadn't budged one bit. Again, like I've just mentioned, there's no real recipe or exercise that's going to do that. Just make sure your diet's clean and you're training hard, and just be patient. Body fat doesn't just go like that. It kind of will taper a bit, and then it will kind of stay on the same sort of line. It goes up and down. How did you get into bodybuilding? Again, last year I decided to do it when I first became personal trainer, because I needed a focus. Obviously I have lots of clients and I was focusing on them a lot, and I kind of felt that I needed to focus myself. I've always been into sports, so I've always been in competitive environments, and I needed that kind of focus again in my life. And I love lifting weights, I love training hard, and I love going on stage, so a bit of a show off, but all those combined are just perfect for me. So yes. Hi Chloe, I am 4 months into my bodybuilding goals. Was eating so much leaner and cleaner, but sadly I'm now looking at being diagnosed with IBS. Most of my nutrition is actually coming from BCAAs and protein shakes. Thanks, Goddess Nutrition. Yeah, they're yum. Just wondering if you had any advice. I'm okay with chicken and rice and root vegetables, not a varied diet, as you can see. My first kind of go-to would be seek medical advice, then maybe kind of invest in seeing a nutritionist. There's lots of foods that can like trigger IBS as well. I've never ever had it before. One of my family members has got it, and there's certain foods that he just avoids. So like anything acidic, anything too rich and things. You can still gain and bulk and train hard and stuff and reach your goals with just kind of like a blander diet. You just need to keep your calories high and be in a calorie surplus, not a deficit, if you want to build. And also investing in a coach, seriously the best thing to do. Even the best people have coaches, the top athletes have coaches. I personally couldn't do my bodybuilding without a coach. The process is so grueling, and you just need someone to be there to kind of like support you and give you advice constantly, because you're going to be your worst critic. Critique? What's the word? Guys, sorry. I've got a prep brain going on already. Oh, going back to the water question actually quickly. I also hold on to water when I'm stressed. That's sort of like a thing that happens to me a lot. So trying to keep your stress levels low is key as well, really. Just drink lots of water. I'm on 4 litres a day, and I could not drink less than 4 litres a day because I would get a headache and I would look like shit. So thanks again for listening to me, guys. I'm always here if you have any questions. Don't be afraid to DM me. Let me know if you need any career advice or just anything. I'm here for you. See you later.